What's up guys, hopefully we're live. Not in a rush to push just yet because there's a little bit of time and my defense is not gonna be worthy enough for the top slot, so we're gonna take our time a bit. Let me just double check that everything is working. Wait, are we not live? Okay, we're good. Anyway, so let's see what people are running in top 20 today. I'm a little bit below platinum, and I'm gonna do some finishing touches before we go for it. There's 1 hour left, so it's not rush for me. Maybe I'll go for like 20 to 25 minute push today. And yeah, I'm live. Thanks. And I'm gonna go with Wukong defense this time. It's definitely not something that is the best possible defense, but when I was testing midweek, I was getting a good amount of wins with this meme defense, and I'll explain it in a second, and I kind of want to see how it goes. I think I'll get attacked a lot. I'll definitely get some wins, but it might not offset the amount of time that I get attacked. But basically I'm gonna go all in on like relying on the UDK staying alive and blocking the Wukong passive a lot. But let's actually see what people are running today and what's up. I already saw that Authentic was pushing on Twitch, and I think he was playing on this account, Hyperion. So the top people with the good accounts, they have already been pushing for a while, and they still do those super long pushes. But even for those, if we quickly, 4086 is the minimum points for platinum. So even like rank like 5 or rank 3 or whatever, they are not that much. They're like 300 points above the platinum cutoff, and rank 20 is gonna be like 200, I guess. Yeah, there's a good amount of distance between those. Both of those are probably too much out of my league, so top 50 would be 50 points less. Maybe this is what we're aiming for today. Somewhere between top 20 and top 50 would be nice. Not sure if I can do it with my Wukong defense, but we will give it a go. There isn't any issues with like audio or music like there was last time, I hope. Tell me if there's something wrong with the voice. So I actually I changed my UDK build a little bit. Usually I have him in 6-piece reaction, 6-piece stone skin and 2-piece reaction, but today I removed the reaction, which will suck if I get farmed by Georgit, and I'm sure some Georgit teams will hit me, because he's still pretty popular in offense. But we're going for a 2-piece Defiant, which is gonna be, sometimes might be very annoying for those Narsus teams, and hopefully stall a bit and give me a couple more revives on the Wukong. Let me double check if I have enough materials, but I was farming enough to upgrade this chest. Yeah, we can do it. These are kind of builds and pieces I haven't used before, so I don't have everything maxed out yet. What's up, Glissy? The gloops are pretty low, though I think I got one Defiant Forge Pass. I think I got the first one and never got afterwards. Definitely the roles have been reversed. I will get the next Defiant one, but I'm not getting Bolster again. But I kind of got lucky. This chest piece is really good. It's pretty perfect for UDK, and I happen to have like a fitting 2-piece set. Both of them are kind of low gloop with defense. I'll try to upgrade them, and I'll try to Chaos Dust these gloves to HP. But hopefully this will make our UDK very annoying to those Narsus teams. I'm also running a 5-star amulet, but it's still gonna be worth it. if we look at the defense of my UDK, it's like 6.4k defense. It's super high defense, so he will definitely stay alive a little bit against the Narsus teams, especially if they don't proc Helm Smasher, but it's still gonna be easy farm for those, not even top people, but people who just want to farm me. Okay, nice. I drop in Tag Team Arena for a while because I just forget to put my defense every time, but now I'm going back up. So this is the defense team that I'm running, and as you already saw from the top 20, everybody is still doing the same stuff like last week that I made video about the 2024 meta. Like this team, for example, with double Taras, I'm sure he's gonna change it in a little bit. This is not his actual defense team, but often the big boy accounts, they have multiple defenses and they switch to their like main defense maybe 30 minutes in, and they might even do another defense in like last 5 or 10 minutes. But most of the top defenses, okay, we are seeing some very weird stuff. I guess it's still 1 hour off, but okay, if we go all the way to top, these are the typical defenses that we're still seeing. It's usually gonna be Lockout with Maritzka, UDK and Taras, and then there's some slight variations to this, like some people are running it with Narsus, and Armanz can be very popular substitute instead of Lockout, or you can run both Lockout and Armanz. That's the type of stuff that we will see closer to the reset like this team. And my version of that is that since I obviously am kind of missing some of those ingredients, and I feel like Dutchess passive is kind of not that great right now against Narsus, and her putting shields with A1 is just gonna make the Narsus do double damage. So we're going with Armanz, Wukong, Angar and UDK. We're very heavily in Stone Skin, meaning that I can get bombed, and I only have 1.5 champions in Polymorph. UDK doesn't have resistance, so he doesn't really count, but I did put him back to Polymorph just because, and I clipped his accuracy a little bit. Maybe he procs it. But I don't think I really have to worry about getting bombed. Somebody might do it, but you can definitely farm me other ways too, and I'm probably not gonna get high enough that it's gonna be relevant. I'm gonna disable the shield from Angar so that we don't get double hit by Narsus, and doing the same with UDK. But basically I'm hoping that Wukong and UDK will stay alive long time, and maybe they will get some turns even against Lockout teams, and if Wukong gets 1 A2 done, he might win a battle. Okay, not saying that I'm gonna win, but let's do a test showcase against this type of team. This is not exactly what I expect to see, but something like this people are gonna attack me with. Usually it's gonna be like Lydia and maybe the rest of this team. And by the way, Wukong actually has great matchup against Lydia, since the passive can proc multiple times, so we're not actually fully locked out like you could be with Ronda A2 or something like that. Yeah, why don't I use UDK with immunity set? Well, like I said, bomb teams are more relevant in high up, and I'm not, obviously I don't have the kind of defense team that I can make high enough for it to be relevant. What? Why did you say Ron? Are you saying you're Ron from Mad? Or what do you mean? But yeah, some people do run their UDKs in immunity. You could run it both in Stone Skin and immunity, of course, but I have it in 6-piece Stone Skin and 2-piece Defiant. I do have the polymorphs, might get some wins against the bomb teams with those, but I'm not really concerned about those because you can just farm me with, let's say, like Initve or Queen Eva or whoever. It's not like my team isn't unbeatable. So this is the defense that I'm gonna run. But I'm wait, that was the wrong team actually. Okay, let's cancel this one. This is the defense team that I'm gonna run, and I'm hoping that it will get some wins against the Narsus offense. Not against everything. My old Rotos defense is gonna be better against most other things except the Narsus offense teams, but this might work against some other Narsus teams because we're not relying on Dutchess, we're just trying to be very tanky with UDK and have the Wukong sweep off. And we kind of have an interesting mechanic here that, let's say that Angar gets a revive off, either on Wukong or Armanz. I'm kind of expecting almost every enemy team to use lockout against me. There's a chance that we might get our cooldowns back on either one of Wukong or Armanz, and that could give me a win. And if that doesn't happen, then Angar is just gonna stay alive for a little bit and stall the enemy. And maybe Wukong is fast enough that he will get his cooldowns back and get to do an A2 at some point. That's basically the strategy that I'm going with today, but this is like super scuffed, free-to-play Platinum defense team, so this is definitely not the meta team, and it's kind of my way to try to adapt. Oh, okay, it's like different... what country money is that? Anyway, thanks for the donation. Like, you said Ron, or the money I guess is called Ron. It was a bit confusing because there's one guy called Ron in Mad, but yeah. But okay, so that was actually a good showcase. We actually won that battle. Not gonna start pushing it. Let's try it against this much harder team with Angar and Armanz. Let's see if my defense could beat it. And from my testing, it's kind of like a coin toss that sometimes I can beat this team, sometimes I can't, but the fact that I even have a chance to beat a team like this is definitely good and hopefully improvement from the last week. Yeah, I'm not saying this is the best defense, but I feel like right now this is the best thing that I can come up with. I don't feel there's any reason to run Rotos in defense because Narsus is just gonna one-shot him. And the same with Dutchess and Necret, and those were my 3 best champions. All of them are very bad against Narsus matchup. Superb, are you talking about Classic Arena or Live Arena? I was actually planning to make a video about the UDK Wukong Mikage team comp in Live Arena. And maybe I'll make a video about this defense team for Classic Arena. As you saw, we actually beat this team. I mean, that's a pretty, like, that offense team is like high-end top meta offense team. And I'm kind of running like a weird meme defense team with the new strategy that I was talking about, so... Yeah, honestly, my plan was kind of like, if the defense team doesn't suck on the actual reset, I'll make a video about it, but who knows if it goes better than, or much worse than during the midweek testing, but yeah, maybe I'll make a video about this, and I was gonna make a video about the Mikage UDK Wukong in Live Arena anyway, so... Oh, Tag Team Arena. I mean, I can make Tag Team Arena videos, but Tag Team Arena is super specific on like what champions you have, and it's like it's very individual because you just need to counter the enemy teams. It's not like in Classic Arena or even like in Live Arena. Like in Classic Arena, you're expecting to get attacked by the meta teams and attacking meta teams, but in Tag Team Arena, you can get away with all kinds of cheese strategies because you already know what the enemy team picks and they have multiple different teams and they're not gonna have their best champions in that one. I think Tag Team Arena is a lot easier actually because... But it really depends on your champions, of course. I often help people with Tag Team in DMs, but it's kind of hard to give universal advice. It kind of depends what you have. Yeah, of course, if I had Galatir, I would use it over Angar, no question about it. I mean, you could run both Galatir and Angar. I think that's what some of those Narsus defenses do, but I probably wouldn't run Angar in that case. But Galatir is literally the best champion in Classic Arena defense, so anybody that does have Galatir, they are gonna use it, and if you're not using Galatir, then you should. But yeah, not starting to push yet, just getting a little bit closer to the Platinum line. If anyone has any like questions, now is good time to ask, because we're not rushed to push yet. Well, okay, so usually people either run Grixia like super fast, or then it's like kind of balance build that you have resistance and tankiness and speed. Basically either one of those in Stone Skin. You could go full speed without Stone Skin, but usually it's either full speed in Stone Skin or a balance build in Stone Skin. I mean, you could copy my defense team. Like I said, I already thought about this like a week ago. I was planning to use this all week, and in my testing it went super well. The only thing that I'm kind of not sure, and today will be the D-Day that we find out, is that it definitely can win, and some of really good accounts lost to me in midweek using the Narsus teams. But you can also beat it with very crappy teams, like if you just do something else than the Narsus offense. And I'm expecting to get hit a lot, so we will see how it actually really works out. But like I said, in Classic Arena, the meta is very narrow, and you're mostly getting attacked by the like the same teams, and you meet the same teams in defense. So you can definitely beat my defense with all kinds of random midweek teams, but it kind of does work against the Narsus Angora offense. So if I mostly get hit by that, and I get maybe like 50% win ratio, that would be super good. It's not gonna be great against Taras, it's actually gonna be horrible against Taras teams. You can easily farm it with Charge It, and you could even just go with some kind of block revive champion and cheese my Initve, so it's not like you can't beat this at all. I'm not running immunity UDK, we were just talking about it. Like I said, some people do it, it's mostly a thing that the top accounts do, because you will see a lot more bombs there and less of the other stuff. My defense team is not good enough that I really have to worry about bombs, because it can be farmed many other ways. And the thing is that like bomb offense can be super fast, and let's say that you're anywhere in the top 20, it's super easy to find a specific player in top 20. I know, because when I was competitive, you can even see from my like videos where I finished top 20, or the last video where I finished rank 2, I was hitting two different players in like the last 15 minutes. I hit both of them like 5 to 10 times. I was just refreshing until I found the one specific player that I knew that I could beat safely and fast. That's what happens in top 20. And if you have a team that is bombable, and somebody finds out, then they're gonna hit you like 10 times. After that they can't attack you again. But that's why the top accounts have to worry about bombing. For me, not so much, because I will be happy to finish plat or top 100 or whatever, so it's not relevant to me at this point. But the UDK in immunity is not a new thing at all, it's been done since forever, but now you can also do it both in Stone Skin and immunity with the accessories, so it's a pretty good upgrade. But by the way, last week I hit clanmate twice at the end. This week I need to be super careful to not hit any OC people. there's a lot of them, so I need to pay more attention. With Mad, I was kind of used to all of the people, and I pretty much knew who were who without even looking at the names usually. But and I guess now they have a lot of ET people, so these people I don't even know them. Gallogen, I think Gallogen I know super very well. I think he's like Russian moderator in the official Discord. Yeah, I'll show the UDK build. I actually just showed it, but as I was talking about this, that I'm running the team with UDK and Wukong, not running Rotos, and I'm heavily relying on Wukong getting revived because UDK is so tanky. One thing that people often forget about UDK, the main passive that you think about, is the fact that he redirects skills, but he also does heal 20% of whatever enemies heal, and he has one more passive. You get 10% HP, defense and speed for each dead ally, so when the UDK is the last champion left in your team, he's actually super tanky, and that's why he's so popular, being the entire time in the top platinum arena. And usually I run him in Stone Skin and Reaction, but this time we actually have him in Stone Skin and Defiant. I still need to Chaos Dust these gloves to get HP, but I'm basically trying to make him survive super long, enough that maybe my Wukong can get an A2 and one-shot the enemy team, but he's super tanky, super annoying, it's gonna stall some people and they're gonna be not satisfied with him. The HP might not be super high, but the defense is insanely high right now. Right now on my UDK, and I'll maybe get like 4k more HP next week and lose a little bit defense. It's not the same build that I usually run. Usually I have him in Reaction, because Charge it is very common in Live Arena. It's kind of common in Classic Arena too, but Narsus is the meta, so I'm kind of aiming for the Narsus teams, and Narsus does sometimes have like a little bit issue killing UDK, especially if you don't have any shields or strengthen up. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get kicked out of my own clan, and to be fair, like, some people are like making it out to be a bit more drama than it actually was. It was kind of something that was pretty much inevitable, but I mean, they did offer me to join ET, and they said that I could be like a leader in ET if I wanted to, but at that point I just wanted to make my own clan, so if I was gonna get demoted all the way to the ET, I might as well make my own clan, which is a thing that I wanted to do for a long time, and I didn't because I was in Mad, so... Actually, my original plan is that I wanted to make the free-to-play Mad clan, and here's a little bit leak. That almost happened. At one time, it was kind of agreed on, and it was almost gonna happen, and I was gonna be like leader of the second clan, but then that idea got scrapped, and then several months later they went with the other route and merged with the ET, but I was always trying to get the free-to-play Mad clan as the third clan, but it almost happened as the second clan, but now we have our own one, so not gonna get kicked out of here. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of lazy sometimes to sell these, but okay, that's a really crappy point. Some of these random 5-star pieces I guess I can use in like Curse City or whatever. I'm kind of very like, I could sell like 70% of the pieces you see here, because I obviously have like thousands of pieces on my champions, so I really don't need them. But some of those are like old pieces that I ranked up to level 16 like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, so I feel like I might as well keep them and use them just in case. Yes and no. So obviously Georgid is super RNG with the passive and Helm Smasher, so if they don't proc it, obviously they can't kill my UDK. If the Georgid isn't strong, and he procs the passive and not Helm Smasher, I can also survive, so it's not like he can't survive against Georgid, but Georgid definitely can. If he procs everything, he can easily one-shot my UDK with the A3. That's why I usually run reaction, but we're going with this for the Narsus. In case you didn't see, we did just couple test fights just now, and we won against like very strong teams with the defense. Okay, let's do another test. Wait, this is not really conventional with the Wukong. Okay, not sure if I can win against this team with Lazarus with double nuker, but let's see if the defense can do it. But we already won against this team with Armanz and with Grixia, so those two tests were looking pretty good. And I guess Lazarus is gonna add a lot of extra damage on the UDK, so this might actually be worse matchup than when they usually are with lockout instead of Armanz or normal lockout. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not like I'm expecting to have a top tier defense, so I'm doing what I feel like might work out. By the way, I got a 6-star soul for UDK. I think it's right now in the shop, but I barely don't, or like I need like 100 more tokens to buy it. But that would have been a big upgrade if I were able to get it. But as you can see, this team is gonna be very annoying, even if I don't get the win. Imagine that somebody here is like manual in this team, because this is full auto. They want to be careful that they don't make any mistakes, and they... Oh, that's super close. And they manual the battle against me. Dude, if we survived one more turn, we would have won that battle there, but if they manual against me with this comp, it's gonna take forever, so even with auto, it's like 1 minute, some battles are like 2 minutes, but with manual this would be super slow. Oh, moi. Hei Venäjältä, okay. I don't know if that's a meme, because you know what's going on. Some people are, I don't want to get too political, but there's some Finnish people that are not happy with that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go too political here. Anyway. Should I start pushing already? I feel like if I go for 30-minute push, I'm just gonna get destroyed too much, but maybe we should give the defense like a proper test and go all the way. I'm running Angar as support because I don't have Galatir or Marichka, and the only revivers I have is Dutchess and Angar, and Dutchess passive gets ignored by Narsus, and you do double damage against the shields, and you do shield with the A1 on Dutchess and your lowest HP champion. So Dutchess is completely unviable right now. If we look at like top 100, you're not gonna find a single Dutchess here. I might use Sifi if I have one, but Angar is actually pretty good. And like I said, I'm expecting to... most teams that attack me are gonna have a lockout, and if Angar happens to reduce the cooldown of my Armanz or Wukong with the A2, that might give me RNG way to win. And it's the same way with Angar revive, that if she happens to revive either Armanz or Wukong, they're obviously gonna get the cooldowns back, and that might win the battle. Yeah, exactly. But this is kind of like a, again, not a top tier defense. If you want to see top tier defense, I made a video about it last week analyzing it, and like I said just now, some of these defense teams, they're gonna switch it up. This is not their main defense on some of them, but for example, this is the typical defense that we see right now. It's Ukraine duo and then some combination of Galatir, Grixia and Armanz, and it might have a UDK, it might not, it kind of depends. And some people run it with Narsus instead of Taras, and after that it's not... Oh, okay, this is one more comp that people run. So both Lazarus and Siegfried, we have been seeing this team comp for many weeks. People never run just one of them, because they kind of work with each other, because Lazarus doesn't have any tankiness, and Siegfried doesn't do anything if he gets locked out, so they are both kind of vulnerable, and people never really run either one of them as the only nuker in your defense. If they do that, then it's gonna be Taras or Narsus. But that's pretty much what you're gonna see. There's not gonna be too much else. Like this team with Ursuka, Necret, he's trolling, he's gonna switch the defense. That's gonna get one shot by any Narsus since both of their passives. I feel like he's literally trolling. I think he maybe put this defense team up for like 1 minute to troll, and he's gonna get hit like 50 times and drop out of plat or something like that. UDK is still super strong, but we're definitely seeing less UDK than before Narsus, because we actually find some teams without any UDK. Maybe like half of the teams have him. Oh, what's up, Sato? You still follow the game. This is actually the second Platinum reset that I stream. I should have done this long time ago when you were doing it. Okay, maybe it's time to go for all the push. This might be a little bit too early with my Wukong defense, but I kind of want to see how the defense actually does on reset and how much do I get hit. By the way, the music is upright. Let me double check. I should have some suspensive music for the actual plat push, but not this time. I would say that Galatir is just better against everything. Oh, he has everybody in stone skin. It's not even just like one specific thing, but everything about Galatir is like leagues above other champions. No need to worry there. It's kind of funny with this setup. Often if the Narsus gets one shot, it just makes the battle faster, because we can revive him with his cooldowns intact, and it's actually kind of good if he dies after the first nuke. That was a little bit risky battle with Lazarus. It's a bit weird team, but we're just starting out, so not that big deal. Later on I'm gonna be super picky though, and I'm only gonna go for the easy fights. Yeah, good luck, Mark. I don't really know how long I should push, because like I said, I'm trying this weird Wukong defense this week, and like last week and the last couple weeks, I mean, my defense didn't do too well, so I was used to a lot longer pushes for a good while. But now, I don't know if I should push for like 10 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm not really sure. But we will find out today after seeing how the Wukong does. Yeah, Narsus is super strong. I wish they would have made him fusion instead of the guaranteed pull, but even the fact that he was a guaranteed pull with voids was super nice from Plarium, because a lot of people had the opportunity to like participate in the meta. I mean, he's definitely the best nuker in Classic Arena offense right now. He's not the only nuker that people run, but he's so meta defining that all of the defense teams are like have been shuffled around Narsus offense, because the old meta stuff wouldn't be viable against him. Should I hit this R-base team? By the way, we need to be careful now with the OC tag. Don't usually see R-base, so I'm not really familiar with this matchup, but I don't see why not. Okay, he has like everybody in stone skin. Let's not use the A2 yet. Let's save it for one turn. I would say that generally you mostly want to out these battles, because it's gonna be way faster than manual. But if you like, you can do it so that you mostly auto it and you pause it for a second and do a couple of steps manually and then go back to the auto. I think that's generally the way to go. I also have disabled my Armanz A3 so that he doesn't do the polymorph unless I do it on manual. Okay, we should be good. Also, often I shouldn't waste my revive on Angar on Armanz at all. I should just hold on to it and save it for Narsus. But at that point it was like, it didn't matter. But often you will see me not using the revive at all, and I'm just waiting for the Narsus to die, or in case he dies. Thanks, good luck to you as well, Blades of Fate. I'm assuming that you're gonna push as well, if you didn't already start to do it. Would I want the polymorph? Wait, I thought I already had the... Didn't I have the AoE nuke back? No? Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm probably pushing a bit too early. We will see how it plays out. Okay. Okay, we got the defense win there against probably charged Kinishak team. Haven't been attacked by one of those before. So top 20 is 4,233 points. I'm like 100 below that, so if I push hard now, I'm definitely gonna get attacked a lot, because I would certainly gain more than 100 points in 20 minutes, which is gonna be risky. And obviously, even these really good teams, they are not higher than this, meaning that you will get attacked a ton if you get to this level. They are getting attacked, and I would also get attacked, so I may be a little bit scared to push higher than this. But sometimes I've had couple resets where I push like early, and then I drop like, I get to like I'm talking about like 1 year ago or 2 years ago, when I was finishing high. But let's say that I got to like top 10, and there's like 20 minutes left, and then I drop all the way to top 400. Sometimes I was able to climb back up, and then I wasn't getting hit at the end because I dropped so far down that nobody was hitting me anymore. So sometimes that can work out, but I mean, you can attack me. I kind of go ahead and attack me. It's not that big deal. I'm kind of trying to test my Wukong defense team. Yeah, I think maybe I'll wait a little bit. I feel like I shouldn't push my luck too much. I think my defense will do okay, but there's no reason to get to like top 20 right now and finish top 500 or gold 4. These are the decisions that you need to make unless you have a really strong defense team. Even if you have that, like if you get to top 10, you might still get farmed to top 400 if a couple people just hit you like 5 times in the span of 5 minutes, then that's pretty much it. Oh, nice. Thanks, Francis. Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, I spoke about it with Rock, and we, like, every CC, or not every CC, but many CCs have complained about it trillion times. It's not like Plarium isn't aware of the fact that the time of the Platinum reset is kind of inconvenient. Many times people have tried to make them change it, and they always give the same answer that they have thought about years ago. That they want it to be on like time where they can monitor the Platinum push. That's why it can't be on weekends and it can't be on like 12 hours different time, because it needs to be on the daytime of European hours where their like employees are monitoring it. But I hope they change their mind about it. We could totally have rotating times. It could sometimes be on weekends, it sometimes could be on Monday, and they could just change the intervals of the reset time. I don't see why not. But again, it's a super like fringe thing. It's not like most of the players, or even like a significant fraction of the players are pushing in Platinum Arena. It's mostly a thing for those people that played for many years and actually care about PvP. So obviously it's not gonna be the number one thing on their priority list to fix in the game. I mean, fair enough, Mark, but I don't mind if you hit me. I'm kind of curious, to be honest. Also, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten hit more yet. I mean, I'm in like top 100 and we've been here for, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes and only gotten 1 hit. Okay, now there's a second hit. Okay. From Gods and Legends. Nice. Let's see how Authentic is doing, because he was pushing on the Hyperion account. This one on the rank 9. There's actually a pretty big gap from like top 10 to rank 1 right now. It's like 100 points. Damn. And the rank 1 account has everything in +4, including Grixia and Siegfried. Damn. Dude, so many people have +4 Siegfried. Okay, now I'm getting more hits. I guess it's when we start getting into the last 20 minutes. Oh, and suddenly we're top 300. I guess we lost 200 ranks by just losing 2 battles in defense. That's how small difference there is between those. Oh, now we got one more win. Defense log is getting super active. Again, I'm kind of aiming for a top 20, so I'm kind of trying to angle it so that I have enough time for this, and it's only a little bit. Actually, let's start pushing now. It's a little bit more than 100 points, so I think now is time to start going and seeing what we can do. Good luck for everybody. I hope you get your personal record or avatar or whatever you're hoping to get. Yeah, I think for the average player, it's gonna take like, because you don't have infinite storage room and you haven't been able to keep epics from years ago, it's gonna take you years to level up the main epics to +4 now that we got the epic empowerment. But some of those people have like Trixias and Siegfruns and Galatirs at +4, so maybe tiny difference between accounts. Feel free to disagree in comments if you think so. Wait, can we hit this? It's a little bit weird team with Kaimar instead of Armanz, but we should be able to. Oh, a lot of stone skin. And we opened with the turn meter steal on auto, but that didn't do anything. I feel like I can just one-shot him with one A. Oh damn, I had auto on. I can one-shot him with one AoE nuke. As long as we get a turn with Armanz. Oh, I think we're gonna lose this. He had a lot of life harvest. Kind of close. I'm gonna polymorph his Armanz, his Narsus, because he would go before my Narsus. Okay, this was super close. I think we're okay at this point, but kind of risky, and I had it on auto and kind of screwed myself that way. Right, we got the win. Sweet Barry. Sweet Barry Angar. That's why I have the Armanz A3 disabled, because often he's just gonna make the fight slower if he keeps spamming the polymorph. This can also be a little bit risky team with triple nuker. I'm gonna take it, but maybe I shouldn't have. If he has all of them in stone skin, it might not go well. Okay, there's nobody in stone skin pretty much. And is my Angar gonna go before all of his... Narsus is gonna go before all of his nukers. I think we're gonna open with the polymorph instead of the turn meter still. Okay. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change the build on my Narsus. I'm running the super fast build instead of my usual high damage build, but I guess we can go. We can go with this one as well. I was planning to go back to this build when I get 4-star blessing on him, but I don't have it yet. But he's like 241 speed right now. Okay, this guy is actually running Dutchess. Even if it's at +4, but he's running like everybody in his team is countered by Narsus, so I don't think the Dutchess is a good pair in this team. Would I want to polymorph? I think we're gonna open with polymorph on the Tara still. Maybe this is not gonna work out well. He does have both of the revivers in stone skin, so he's gonna get the revive off despite my Lydia passive. Okay, maybe it's just gonna be a longer battle, but we will be good. I'll just get my cooldowns back and try to kill the... Yeah, let's not do the AoE nuke yet. I'll try to kill the... Oh, what? The Dutchess died so easy. I wasn't expecting it to die to that. I was gonna say I'll kill the Maritzka with the Narsus A3, but I guess his team is pretty squeezy actually. Damn. My Armanz is doing good damage even when he's in the full speed build without damage. What rank are we? 88. Hope we can keep that course. How is my defense doing? A lot of attacks. Oh, a lot of wins too. Nice. We'll take a closer look at that afterwards, of course. Wait, did I hit any OC, guys? No? So far, so good. By the way, I had auto on and I just wasted my turn still. If I make any mistakes, then tell me in comments. I mean, I'll see it afterwards, even if it's too late. Definitely mistake was made just now. This might be again a bit longer fight because he's gonna get the revive up now, I think. Yeah. And the UDK is gonna make this super annoying because against the last guy I was able to just... Okay, maybe we can polymorph it. I was able to get kills because I could... There was no UDK and I could just block revive the Dutchess and... Maritzka, but here yeah, he has tankier builds and I did get through the UDK, but it wasn't enough. I didn't want to use the AoE nuke yet. I'll save that when Armanz is not polymorphed and I can actually do turn meter steal after Maritzka does the revive, but it's too risky to do it right now. Have to go for a little bit longer fight to make sure that I don't lose it. Okay, now we're good, we can go for the nuke. Oh shit. I got feared, that's not good. Ah. I hope that doesn't matter, but Armanz got feared. Okay, we're safe. This might still carry on if he gets the revive on Maritzka. This is not good. Don't want to do this. It feels so nice to use the Angar revive, even if it's not with Narsus, but when the Armanz get his cooldowns back, it's super terrifying. He has a lot tankier team than the one with Dutchess and Maritzka. Damn. We're really getting into trouble now. Soon we're gonna have the Lydia passive back. It's taking so long. Damn, 3-minute battle. Well, let's see how the defense did in... Oh no, oh no, oh no. We got farmed a lot in defense. We lost a lot of points in that time. Okay, we definitely need to win our last couple battles. Can I hit the Mikage team? CHK, right? Yeah. Yeah, at this point, at this point, don't hit me. It's too late. I might drop out of plat if you hit me at this point. Oh, I almost did the A2. That would have been bad. Yeah, when it was like 30 or 20 minutes ago, then it wouldn't have mattered, but right now I might literally drop out of plat if I get a couple more losses in my defense. Should I hit that? That's a weird team. I feel like I'm too scared to hit the unkillable. I would hit it before, but not in the last couple minutes. I have never hit that team. Again I was too slow and I used the turn meter steal on like triple stone skin. I don't think that really matters though. Okay, that was a fast one, great. I feel like if I just get the 4-star blessing, if I'm running the speed boots like I'm doing right now with the super fast build, often I will have that kind of damage. More than I had today on the video, but like I said, what? Why is this guy running Necret? What? Why is he running Necret? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's polymorph the Armanz. Yeah, like I made literally a video about it last week when I was talking about the meta, or I mean, it wasn't a video about Necret, but I made a video about the meta, and I said in the video that right now, if you use Necret or Dutchess in your classic arena defense team, not only is it not helpful, but it literally makes your team worse to use Necret. So this guy needs to needs to think about his team for the next week again. Narsus is so popular that even if you think about the other teams that might attack you, it's not worth using Necret because you're gonna get hit by Narsus a lot, and some people that otherwise might not hit you are gonna hit you because they see a Necret and it's a super safe, easy team to attack. Everybody's in stone skin. I think I'll just do the AoE. Yeah, we're fine. We're just gonna lap him with the Armanz, so we don't really have to save cooldowns for killing his Narsus at this point. Dude, I had this one battle like a couple days ago in live arena where I don't recall his exact team, but it was pretty strong team and I was winning. I thought I won, and my only nuker was Wukong and he had Angar reviver, and I got like trillion weak hits in row, and somehow I even ended up losing the battle because I just couldn't kill the Angar, and then he got everybody in the team revived, and that can be pretty painful sometimes. Okay, 2 minutes, 1 or 2 quick wins will be great. Well, let's see. As you can see, I'm pretty much fast avoiding the any lockouts that you will see. Obviously, I don't even have a lockout, but this is like the first meta ever where I kind of run a pseudo speed defense team myself. I have never done it, but right now even me, I'm running Armanz in defense. Nice. They kept the strength then, but lost the other stuff. What? Did I proc reaction? How did the Narsus, Taras? How did he not die to that? But it's good. I hope he kills my Narsus now. we still have the stone skin. Actually, he's not gonna have enough damage to do it, but if he killed my Narsus, that would be great. Yeah. I hope this doesn't become a long battle. Okay, we're good. I don't think I can get one more win before the reset ends though. Let's not revive the Armanz. Oh, the way this is going on, maybe I won't even be able to finish this battle before reset ends. Okay, one second left. Damn. So I tried to do the one last refresh to see if I could find some teams that I could hit, but it ended up already. I don't think we have the chest, yeah, because usually it lags behind for a while. And it's still showing that the plat is ongoing. I might get a couple hits still afterwards and they might actually count, so this might not be good. Okay, damn, I'm getting like four hits in the last minute. That's never good. But at least we won one of them. Okay, we got one more hit, no, two more hits, and both of those counted. This might end up bad. I don't know if those count, but if these hits that came after reset, if they don't count, we might have pretty good placement, but if those count, then it's gonna suck. This is a weird thing, this didn't used to happen. This started happening maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, that the plat is still ongoing after the reset ends. And if you do a refresh, then you can't attack anybody. But if you don't do refresh, because I was like 0.1 second too slow with my refresh, if you don't do refresh, you can still attack for a couple of minutes after Platinum ends. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes not, but and how long you can do it kind of depends, but this didn't used to happen before at all. It's not very clear when the Platinum Arena actually ends, but kind of sucks because these last two attacks almost don't count, but they might have counted, so. So let's see, we won against the Lazarus team. We're getting a lot of attacks though, that's not great. Wait, do I not have any wins against any Narsus teams? I even won against the Taras team with Wukong defense. Getting some weird attacks by Lehorios and Wukong. Okay, there's one win against Narsus, but only one. I mean, to be fair, we had a good amount of wins. I mean, this is pretty good win ratio actually, but a lot of the losses were towards the end part, which makes sense, but you can definitely get rank 1 in Platinum without getting a single win in defense. It kind of depends, because it's possible to do well by getting lots of wins, or just by getting not attacked, and it's always of course somewhere in between. Usually it's not one or another, except some very special cases in the past, but I am getting hit quite a lot. I mean, it has to do with the champions, of course. If I had Galatir or something like that, I would get less attacks. But if I had Rotov's defense, I'm not sure if I would have gotten any wins. What was my AI setup? So I actually did explain it, maybe twice during this video, but Armanz is opening with the turn meter still, of course. Then on both UDK and Angar, we're disabling the shields so that the enemy Narsus doesn't get double hits, and we don't have any bolster in this team. And then on Wukong, we of course open with the A2 and then A3. Usually we're getting locked out though, but the cooldown is 3 turns, so we're kind of hoping to stay alive long enough to get the cooldowns back and maybe use it. Okay, let's find out if the couple hits that came after reset do they count. Okay, make some guesses. Do you think I get top, I don't know, top 50, top 100, top 200, top 400? What do you guys think I got this time? We were rank 80, was it like 10 minutes before end or something like that? And I got pretty high at the end, but then I got multiple attacks just before the end. Okay, let's see what we got. 105, I'll take it, but I think if we didn't get those 2 attacks, we would be like better than top 50. I mean, I'll take it. Let me take the picture to the clan Discord. Am I gonna open Discord in the main screen? By the way, join my Discord to talk about the Platinum push. We have a Platinum Arena channel, which is very active every Monday after the reset, and everybody posts their pixels there and talks about it. You also get a rank for your different placements. Okay, I don't think I'm leaking anything. People are mostly finishing higher than me, but looks like everybody's at around top 100 mostly. The link to Discord, by the way, should be in the video description, but maybe it's not. Anyway, top 100, that's definitely an improvement, so better than last week, and I think next week we can do better. If I time it better or if I have better RNG. I think it was super close, and we wouldn't have been top 20, but we would have been better than top 50 if those last 2 attacks didn't count that basically came after the reset. And we got hit like it's now 6 minutes past, so we got hit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Okay, this doesn't count. 6 times in like the last minute or after the reset. So oh, everybody in the chat finished plat. Grats. But considering that I was running like a Wukong meme defense, I think top 100 is pretty good. We will take it. I think it goes without saying that if we had like Galatir, it probably would have gone better than this. And I like the meta. I mean, I always complain about the champions and everybody wants to get the best champions, of course, but even if I'm not really doing any better, I prefer this to the old Taras Marriage Kasifi UDK meta. At least people are doing a little bit different things now. Oh, 120, 1 minute before and you didn't get plat. Yeah, I mean, that can definitely happen. I think we were looking at it before that it was like 100 points between not being in Platinum and being top 100. So the cutoff isn't that high, and it was like 300 points between. Like, the good threshold generally is that the difference between rank 1 and not being in Platinum, so like 501, is usually around 300 points. Then from 1 to 20 is another 100 points, and from 20 to 500 is like 100 points or a little bit more. But that's how it has gone lately. It kind of varies on the metas. Sometimes the gap has been much bigger, sometimes it has been smaller, but right now it's usually somewhere around 300 points from rank 1 in gold to rank 1 in plat. Which isn't that much, because some people can do like 20-second offense battles, so you can catch up to that pretty fast, but even still the top accounts are doing like 2-hour platinum pushes. I'm not sure exactly when Authentic started pushing, but when I woke up, it was like 1 hour 20 minutes before the reset, and he was already pushing, so I wonder what rank he got. He was pushing on this account, the Hyperion. You should try my defense. I think my defense is pretty good. If you don't have the meta stuff, I'll make a video about it. Somebody was asking about it earlier, and I'll make video about this defense and a live arena team for somewhere this week. Not sure if I do it today, but later this week. Maybe I'll do it today. I could do it today. Yeah. Maybe it's more time appropriate to make a video about Platinum defense team on Monday, but I think I'll stream for a little bit. Last time I went off instantly after the reset, and then on Friday I did like an insanely long, I think it was like 9-hour stream. I'm not gonna do that long today, but I'll definitely stay up for a while, so if anybody has any questions or wants to talk about it, now is good time. I think we're also getting the Soul Stone event today. It's not up right now, it's probably gonna be in a couple hours. I have a lot of Soul Stones, I mean, not like the tier 3 Soul Stones, but I even have 5 tier 2. I'm hoping to get something. As you can see right now, I have UDK available in the shop, but I need like 130 tokens, and even if I use all of my Soul Stones right now, I don't think that's gonna be enough to like to get the UDK, so I'm not too worried about it. I think when the Soul Stone event ends, the UDK is also pretty much gonna end somewhere around the same time, but I don't think I can get that much tokens. Yeah, James Fox, I think I got 105, or what was it? Yeah, 105, so better than last week. Rank 100 is pretty good with Wukong defense, I'll take it, but I think it is totally possible to get top 20 though. I'm aiming to get another top 20 finish sometime soon, and I'll be very active pushing every reset on summer. Yeah, I mean, it takes you like 6 to 8 months to get 400 tier 2 tokens, and I need like 130. But then I do have a lot of those Soulstone summons, so maybe like a couple months or a month or something. I'm not exactly sure, but there's no way I can get it today. I didn't count how many times I got attacked, but I think I got attacked maybe like 20-30 times or something like that. I started pushing a bit earlier than I was originally planning to. I haven't done any dailies, I just woke up before the stream pretty much. It depends, I mean, you never know, they might nerf UDK. I would definitely say though that, first of all, there's no guarantee that I'm ever gonna get like Galatir or some of those top champions, so I don't really like to count on myself having a good luck and saving all of my resources for that. Some people do it and it might work out or not. I'd like to be more practical and get something that can make me do better right now. but UDK is literally one of the top champions. He's not gonna go out of the meta, not unless he actually gets nerfed, or even the Narsus was kind of a bad thing for him, because he does shields. Granted that you can just disable that skill, but maybe like half of the top 30 teams were using him, somewhere around there. So pretty much right now, out of all of my champions, I would literally say that UDK is the best champion on my account. It's either gonna be Narsus or UDK. But if we talk about the champions for defense team, UDK is literally my best champion, so it definitely is worth getting 6-star polymorph on him. And I do use him in Classic Arena defense, in Live Arena as well. Right now I'm using him in Classic Arena defense. And in the past, if single target nukers are meta in defense, which they aren't right now, but UDK can be relevant in offense as well. I mean, back in the day when I was running like Roto Scala offense, it was always with UDK farming other Rotos defense teams or Mortal defense teams and so on. But yeah, I'm not really, I mean, you never know what happens, but I don't think UDK is gonna go out of the meta anytime soon. Do I have my gears on? I've been having this issue that since I do the Chaos City, I can't do any dungeons because everybody's ungeared. And even if they are geared, like the runs are slower and unoptimal, I think I can do this in like 4 seconds if I make the team that I used to have, but right now we got like a slow team for it. I need to have Lydia at very specific team, very specific speed, if I want to do this in 4 seconds, but my Lydia isn't even built for PvE right now and hasn't been in months. That's not like that's not with some like very like not like I have a spreadsheet for tier 2 tokens. It's just how it has been in the past. It's like 6 to 8 months. It's not just the Iron Twins. It's like if you do the Iron Twins with gems on Sundays and you do most of the events, then it takes you like 6 to 8 months to get one champion to 6-star. Yeah. Of course, it kind of depends on your RNG a bit as well. But basically, you're generally not gonna get 2 champions per year. It's gonna be like 1 champion per year and a little bit extra. Which is insanely long time. Like, Larium is expecting us to like grind endgame raid for 3 years until we have one team with 6-star blessings for PvP, and probably after 3 years most of the champions in that team are gonna be out of the meta or completely unviable. Yeah, I think the resistance build on UDK is very good. Many people do run it. I don't do it. I could do it, I guess, now, since I do have the 5-star blessing, which gives you 75 resistance, I think. I kind of prefer the tanky build, especially if I'm running Wukong in defense and I'm trying to keep my UDK alive as long as possible to proc the Wukong. And to be honest, if you have a really tanky UDK, sometimes him getting polymorphed can literally be beneficial for you, because when I was testing midweek against some of those Narsus offense teams with Armanz, or they were running it in defense but it's an offense team, if they polymorph UDK, it can literally heal him if he's less HP than that. And if he's super tanky, like my UDK is with high stats and Defiant 2-piece and 6-piece Stone Skin, if they have auto up and the Armanz is doing polymorph, he's literally gonna heal me with that polymorph, because it's gonna take many turns for Narsus to actually kill him. But the resistance build is good. I definitely... I'm not saying that it's not viable. Many people run it in live arena and classic arena as well. And since you don't need any speed on UDK, or you literally don't want to have any speed, it's a lot easier to build him in resistance than basically any other champion in the game. And even if you do build him in resistance, he can still be pretty tanky. I mean, ideally, if I could choose, I would have resistance substat on every piece, but I'm kind of going for my most tanky build, and I think most of these pieces don't have resistance, but theoretically you could be as tanky as this and maybe have like 500 to 600 resistance, or maybe if you just ran a resistance banner, you could be insanely tanky with very high resistance if you happen to have the right item set. Oh, I didn't use any of my clan boss keys after I woke up. I think Quintus is kind of okay for basically everything. I mean, he can be good on many curse city stages, not the best, but good. He can even be used on Amius. You can use him on Hydra. He can actually do pretty good damage with the A1. You want to disable the A2 and only use A1 and A3. And he can be okay in live arena offense or live arena if you run speed teams, like for instance Biohack does. But I don't think Quintus is like top tier on basically any content in the game. So maybe he's a little bit disappointing, I will say. I don't have mine geared, but some people do use him. Not many people, but Biohack, for instance, does actually use Quintus consistently. I tried to use Quintus, but he's not tanky. He really only works in speed teams, and if you want a nuker like Quintus in a speed team, Lazarus is better option in basically any situation. And if you're fast enough to actually run speed teams, probably you're gonna have at least some good champions at that point. Oh, let's put Gala in defense. I don't think Gala is scared. My Xena isn't geared. I need to change this team. I hate when you get these pop-ups and you can't click on the team presets because of those stupid pop-ups, and you can't even cancel them. Like, why don't we get Axe here and you can remove them? Sometimes if you ran like one piece of content, like let's say I was doing dungeons and somebody wasn't geared fully because it doesn't matter, and then I got like 500 pop-ups about missing gear and I can never go into the presets. It's not that big deal, but it's super annoying when it happens. Do I have any presets for Doom Tower climbing? Not that it's a big deal, but I guess these will do. I'm not exactly trying to min-max my Doom Tower farm teams, as you can see. Nikita, were you talking to me? You can find my my email, of course, in the description of my channel, but pretty sure it's just like genie@amg.gg. Let me double check. Obviously you can DM me on Discord as well, and Discord is in description too. Yeah, I kind of feel bad about the Dutchess as Kenshin as well, Gurk, and I was just talking about that with Final Kenpachi a couple days ago, who is like very active free-to-play streamer on Twitch, and we both have the same thing that we have two champions with 6-star blessing, and for both of us, the first champion that we went with was Dutchess, because it was our best champion at the time. And neither one of us really uses Dutchess anymore, and we both think that Angar is way better than Dutchess at this point, even if you're not using Dutchess, but Angar actually kind of is better. It's kind of funny because when we had the fusion of Angar, like the most asked question was, is it worth going for Angar if you don't have Narsus? And at that time, I think most people thought that Angar isn't gonna be useful without Narsus, but she's so good that I actually think that even in live arena, people often pick Angar against me when I have Narsus. And it might have a little bit to do with the fact that I'm not getting both of them, but even if you have her just stand alone, the fact that you can revive at high turn meter and reset all cooldowns, that's a massive thing, and then you can, of course, you have a chance to reset the cooldowns with the A1 as well and so on, but I feel like she's way better champion than Dutchess at this point. Only thing that I hate Amuse, and obviously you can't use Angar in Amuse. It's sad because she could be good otherwise, but she's just gonna proc the Amuse nuke all the time if you run her. Yeah, to be fair, I think 6-star blessing on Dutchess was probably maybe the most popular first 6-star blessing that people got for, because it's an old champion, it's not the Void or Primal. Lots of people had her, and people kind of never expected Dutchess to go out of the meta. But with the release of Narsus, Dutchess actually took a massive hit, and lots of people regret going for 6-star Dutchess blessing. Is it worth building second Angar for 3 vs 3? It obviously depends on your account. I would empower my Angar if it was me, but maybe you need it for faction guardians anyway. If you need it for faction guardians and you have reason to use 2 Angaras in that team, maybe you could do it, and at some point you could empower it anyway and maybe not book the second one or something like that. But actually, I'm 8 out of 10 on Knight Revenant, so if I get a second Angara, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not gonna level it up, but as soon as possible when... No wait, I'm 2 out of 10 on Knight Revenant, goddamn. I think I was thinking about Barbarians, but yeah, I would have to keep the second Angara just for the Faction Guardians, but if I had it completed, then I would just empower it and I wouldn't need a second one. I think it's kind of hard to make tag team arena videos. I should make videos about helping specific people in tag team, but we were talking about it earlier in the stream. Tag team is very account specific. It depends what champions you have. It's super cheesable because you're not just fighting the top classic arena defense on like rank 100. People have to make 3 different teams. And when they have to push their champion so thin that they have 3 different teams, it can be very easy to cheese them sometimes, but it depends what champions you have available. But tag team arena is way easier than live arena or classic arena. The main difference there is that it can be very time consuming, totally unlike live arena, but often you can cheese it easily. I mean, for me personally, the only reason why sometimes I might drop out of Gold 4, like right now I'm in Gold 2, is because I forgot to put my defense team and I didn't have time to do 200 battles on Sunday and climb from 0 points. But me personally, I don't even look at the enemy teams and I just auto every single battle. That's where I'm at in live arena. I used to try hard it back in the day, but it's not necessary for me anymore. But I was in Gold 4 like instantly, pretty much when it was released, like after I guess couple, like I think I pretty much got to there like directly, not staying in the same rank at any time. And originally like almost all of my champions were epic in tag team arena. And I was running all kinds of meme teams like Vokot, Mortu against Warlord teams, and there's all kind of cheese strategies that you can use there. Actually, if you have Brachus and Lydia, I do have a video about a cheese strategy with Brachus and Lydia. If you see some kind of squeezy speed teams, like let's say Arbiter and Madame Ceres or Arbiter and Kaimar, those types of teams are still pretty common, though not as common as they used to be. But if you just have like 2 nukers, one of them is Brachus and Lydia in your team, you let the enemy nuke your team, then Brachus revives with the passive, it automatically targets their Tranda or whatever is their weakest champion and kills it, and then after that their Arbiter is gonna proc your Lydia passive and revive your team. That can be very easy way to cheese some speed teams with very bad champions or what would be considered useless champions, but there's all kinds of stuff like that that you can do in tag team. Maybe I should do some videos about those cheese comps, but to be fair, I did a bunch of them when I started making videos. They are just some of my oldest videos at this point. By the way, I made a Dark Fae guide as well about this Padraig. that video didn't pop off at all. I don't know why. I thought that was a really good team, but people didn't see that at all. But if you need a good team for Dark Fae, I think I made it on Saturday. Like basically this kind of strategy with Grand Oak Padraig. You don't need Acresia. It's actually harder to do it with Acresia. On the video I did it with Armiger and Alor, but it kind of explains the boss mechanics and how you can fairly easily make a speed farm team with Grand Oak Padraig. As you can see, we're killing the boss very fast. It's definitely not the best one. I mean, if you have multiple Gnuts, then that's the way to go here, but this strategy, like, you don't need super fast nuker if you're turn meter boosting with Grand Oak Padraig, and you also don't need very high damage to one-shot your team, because Grand Oak Padraig is gonna give you attack buff with the passive. So I think that's maybe the like lowest requirement way to speed farm the boss. Like do it very fast without insane team. But yeah, let's see what else we got on the plat finishes. No, okay, not that many more. I mean, Dark Fae is still pretty hard. You're gonna need pretty fast speeds to actually get this boss, but if you can do it, then this is very, very safe and fast. It's only like 1 minute battles. What's up, Genpachi? I got rank 105 this week, and I was running a defense team with Wukong, so it went fairly well. It was like when the reset ended, I got 8 hits in the last minute, and I think 3 of those hits were like after the reset ended, but they still counted. So could have been a lot higher ranked than I was. It was super close. I think if I got lucky, I could have maybe been like top 20 or very close to it. Did you push? What rank did you get? I don't think this new fusion is super exciting. It's one of those things that often people are happy that we get a bad fusion, so they can skip it and they're not gonna feel pressure to do it or guilty about skipping it. If you don't have the resources and you might consider skipping them, this might be the one to skip. I'm probably still gonna try to do it, but I don't see how this fusion will ever be a big deal anywhere, to be honest. And there's multiple very similar champions to him as well, so I think it's very safe to assume that you're not gonna miss out. Of course, you never know, but very unlikely that it's gonna be a relevant champion. Wait, so what rank did you get, Genpachi? Yeah, I guess Armanz can be good here. So, like, this is obviously gonna be faster than any team setup with Armanz, because he's not gonna do damage, and I'm kind of like trying to speed farm the boss, but I don't want to have like a speed farm team that has like 50% chance to beat the boss. This is definitely gonna kill the boss, and we actually don't have very high requirements for the team at all. Everybody is like maybe 220 to 260 speed, and I'm definitely not putting my best gear on these champions, and it's thanks to the turn meter boost and the attack buff from Padraig. If you didn't have him or Deacon or some other turn meter booster, then you would need to have a nuker that is more than 250 speed and is able to one-shot your team. That's certainly doable, but that's a lot harder to do than this Padraig strategy. Yeah, I mean, something like that, Lucas, but first of all, Arbiter isn't very tanky. She's not that meta. I mean, she's used, but she's not like the best champion in the game. You can use her in Hydra, you can use her in Arena, but there's no strategies that require Arbiter or that is best with her, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Xu Chen and Mikage actually both kind of almost replaced Arbiter. Many of the speed teams that you would have run with Arbiter in the past, often people will not even run her anymore. You can totally use Arbiter, but there's other comparable options. Do I have Padraig booked? Honestly, I don't know. I think I might have booked him. I can't recall. I don't actually get booked from the content creator program. I think I have it. I need to get 8k subs. By the way, if you're not subbed, then sub. But I need 8k subs. Then I think I can get like one free book per week. I hope to get that, but usually I only care about really good champions, so I kind of have books to spare unless I like squander them on a lot of things. But looks like I did book him, but I didn't get the masteries. But yeah, I have a literal guide about this comp in my channel if anyone is interested. Okay, let's see what lethal items I can roll today. Wait, did I do the quest that you get them? By the way, that's super annoying that you get 15 keys per day and you have to always turn the super rates on and off and do the final key. It's such a small thing, it's not a big deal, but it's super annoying and I don't understand why they can't do something about it. What is the top teams? Oh, it's just triple Knut, yeah. Somebody's using Padraig, but yeah, triple Knut and Nuker, that's pretty much all you need to kill the boss. So you can basically use any nuker instead of Hermdic. Back in the day, when Dark Fate was originally released, we didn't have the AI presets, and it was kind of hard to use most nukers because you needed to make sure that you have AoE skill left in the boss battle. And on Hermdic that's not an issue because if he doesn't have any cooldowns left, he's just gonna do A1, which gives him an extra kill, extra turn on kill and resets the cooldowns of his skills. So he's gonna do AoE anyway. But basically any AoE champion that can one-shot your team is gonna work, and you just need to set the preset so that it saves the nuke for the last round. But any champion with turn meter manipulation, like decrease speed or defense step off or something like that, those would of course be the best. But if we think about in terms of what champion is easiest to pull off, you can already see if we look at the top teams that most of them are running Baron, and obviously it's very easy to one-shot your team with Baron, but any champion with high enough damage to nuke your own champions. Be right back. But yeah, I have been using the Handik forever. Any AoE nuker pretty much would do though. Basically, if you just have like if you have some nuker built for arena with 250 speed that has AoE ability, you can pretty much just use your Georgit or whoever you got. Okay, let's see what we get. So people often ask what you should craft, and the easy answer is that you want to craft with crit rate charms and the pieces that you need, but me personally, I'm looking for perfect attack boots with speed substat, and at this point I have pretty good gear. I don't need to have crit rate on every single piece, but I do want to have crit damage and speed substat on every piece, so I'm going for boots with speed substat, and that's pretty much the only thing that I'm missing. Or I have one boots with this, I can actually show it. I have Great Rotos boots with, can you see it on the video? With like all of the good substats, but I want to get another pair like this, so that's what I'm going for. My Wukong boots, I think they're missing crit damage, yeah. Everything else on his build is good, but the boots are missing crit damage, so that's pretty much the only thing I'm after at this point. I do have pretty good cruel and lethal items. I actually got a great gloves on the weekend. I can show it to you in a second, but I did have other good defense gloves as well, so it's maybe a bit overkill. I would also say that it was a thing that I used to do, that you can totally chaos or lethal pieces, but at this point I think stuff like stone skin accessories are bigger priority. So me personally I'm not using any chaos or on lethal anymore, but you might want to consider, let's say that you get a legendary 6-star bottom piece or maybe mythic, you might want to consider keeping those and just chaos soaring and seeing if you get lucky. We're not gonna go for... We're trying to do low points on Burgos and CVC. The thing is that, and some people are gonna disagree with me here, but you're not gonna change my mind on this one. CVC is a big bait. I mean, the thing is that, and I have talked about this before, the top clans, except with your IPR, but the top clans don't win every single CVC. If you do really well in the CVC, both in Hydra and the normal CVC, it means that you meet the other clans, other top clans, and you get hard matchups, and you're still not gonna win every time. The strategy in my clan is that we monitor it very hard. Actually, let me craft the last one and I'll show you our Hydra, but we do as little work as possible to get the maximum rewards. That's what we're going for. Not only do I not want people to, like, I'm not requiring people to do high amount of Hydra points, I'm literally asking people, don't do more than 650 million, try to stay close to 650 million, because if we do that, we're gonna get easy enemies and we still can win with as low points as possible. Of course, that's not gonna happen every time, and it's the same with CVC, but we're trying to keep it as low as possible to get easy enemies, and sometimes if we have to take a loss, we'll just take the loss, and we're not gonna do like 50 million points in normal CVC and have half of the clan quit the game and have their wives cry about them spending like thousands of dollars for some stupid CVC. We can get just as much rewards for reaction and stone skin as the top clans, pretty much. I mean, IPR is gonna win every single battle, no other clan is winning everything, and maybe they can get few more reaction or stone skin pieces per year than like mid-level clans that played smart, but it's not really that much more, and it's definitely not worth the extra effort that they put into that. That's my opinion. Some people are gonna disagree. I kind of wish Mad would have had a third clan and they would have gone with that strategy, but for them it's not just about min-maxing the rewards for arena, which that's the reason for me to do CVC, to get ahead in arena, but for the top clans it's often about like just competing on it and being the top dog and like ego and that kind of stuff. And me personally, I don't care less about normal CVC and Hydra CVC. It's just a means to an end. You want to get the stone skin and reaction to compete in PvP, but we don't need to like go hard on them. Like, we will do as little effort as we can to get the rewards. That's the strategy. Yeah, it kind of works the same for both Hydra CVC and normal CVC. So Hydra CVC, I think it's your opponent is based on your, was it like last 4 Hydra battles, and in normal CVC it literally is based on the points that you did on the last battle. I can't exactly show the normal CVC right now, but let's say that we did 7 million points. We're gonna get next time a clan that also did 7 million points and was closest to us. And that also means that if you did 30 million points, you're gonna get another clan that did 30 million points. In either way, you're not gonna win every time. Unless you're IPR and you're prepared to die. Prepared to do like 100 million points whenever you meet GNL and Mad or whatever. But nobody else is winning 100% of time. But yeah, I mean, we still have some like, let me show the Hydra again. So if you only do 650 million per, how much is that gonna be? Last week we had like 14 billion total points and we easily won it. This week I think we're gonna do a little bit more than last week, because we had a couple people that did a little bit more than 650 million. Not a lot more, but as you can see, most people are somewhere around this mark and a lot of people didn't fully do their keys yet. And we're kind of saving some keys. Like, let's say that the enemy clan does a little bit extra points in the last few hours, and it's not too much about the minimum limit that we want to do. Maybe we will do bigger keys just to get rank 1. But if somebody here does like 100 billion damage on one key, we're just gonna let them win and we will be happy with the 2nd or 3rd place. That's basically the plan. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, like I said, for me, I think Hydra CVC and normal CVC is stupid if you compete for the top spots in there. Too bad the CVC isn't up right now, so we can't look at the leaderboards. But I'm pretty sure in both of them, IPR is the uncontested rank 1 clan. I don't think any clan has as much whales as IPR does, so nobody can win them. Even SP, Mad and GNL, they are gonna get owned if they battle against IPR. unless they have some kind of deal with them. And those obviously are the other top clans in normal and Hydra CVC, and they can do good points as well. I don't know now in Hydra with the ET Mad merge, it's totally possible that Mad is the #1 Hydra clan. I didn't check up the scores on the last couple of weeks, but in normal CVC, I'm still fairly certain that no clan can beat IPR. Damn, do we have any one man? I don't want to do actual battles. I could maybe ask from somebody and try to get the scores of the last week Hydra. Maybe we can find out. Give me a second. Okay, a lot of the American people are not online right now, so I might not get the answer immediately, but pretty sure the top Hydra CVC clan is gonna be either IPR or Mad at this point, but normal CVC, it's definitely IPR. And Barium did say, I mean, let me find the picture. We do have the quality of life roadmap, and they actually completed half of the things on the list, but one of the things on the list, I think it was the final thing actually, but it was the rebalancing of the CVC rewards. Let me find it. But it might be that you don't need to be top 3 in the future to actually get some stone skin accessories. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here is the quality of life roadmap. Thanks to Banana Jam for making this for us, but as you can see, the last point is the Hydra class participation rewards, which definitely means that outside of top 3, everybody is gonna get accessories in some form. I don't know how much less than the other people, but I think that's gonna be a good thing. Then pretty much everything else on the quality of life roadmap is already completed. I mean, we got the tavern improvements, we got the epic champion empowerment, and I think the presets, filters, and artifact removal, they were all already announced, and I guess they're coming in the next patch. But considering that out of the 6 things here, basically 5 of them have already been done, I don't think getting the Hydra class participation rewards, I don't think that's gonna take long. I mean, I'm expecting it to, it's definitely gonna happen in summer, if you ask me. Maybe in the next month or whatever. I wouldn't think it's gonna take long time. I don't know. I think they're gonna. I think. Let me double. I think Banana Jam was just typing something in the CC chat. I didn't see what she said, but usually there's some kind of embargo that they tell us that info, and then they say that you can talk about it in like 2 or 3 hours or whatever. Oh no, she didn't post that. No, but probably it's gonna be announced today. Just now they said something else, but let me check the time. Can't talk about it right now, only like in quite many hours, and it wasn't about the... No, that's not... Never mind, that's not today, that's the other day. That's about the Soulstone event. I'm expecting that in like 6 hours you will find out about the champion event for CVC, but they didn't say it yet, and I don't know, and even if I knew, I couldn't talk about it yet. Okay, Anonymous just said from IPR that last time Mad battled them in Hydra class, IPR got like trillions more points. That's kind of what I figured. Maybe we're gonna get a picture about it in a second, but yeah, I mean, I always say that nobody can beat IPR in CVC. It is what it is, but obviously Mad beats them in PvP, to be fair. There was a brief period of time in the summer, is it like 2 years ago, when Hydra was winning Mad consistently for maybe like 3 or 4 months, something like that. But outside of that, Mad has always been the undisputed rank 1 PvP clan ever since it was created, like 3 years ago. But when Cupidus and Heprak were new, they were dominating the arena meta, and bunch of IPR top people, they got those champions and they had really good defenses, and other people were not able to beat them for like that one summer, and they were winning pretty much every reset during that time. Yeah, I mean, the stream was about the plat push, and the plat push ended, so right now I'm just grinding dailies and answering any questions, but yeah, maybe not as climactic as it was a couple hours ago. If you have any questions like account help, I definitely have time to look at your champions or teams or anything like that now. But I didn't want to do just like 20-minute push and leave instantly after Platinum Arena reset. That's what I did last time, and many people were kind of disappointed that can't I do longer streams than just that. I think I will open the Soulstone, yeah. How much time do we have until it's up? I will probably make a video about it as well, but I can do that at the same time during the stream, so might as well pull during it, but I don't have those tier 3 blessings, so it might not be that exciting. Wait, it's up? Okay, nice. Let me grab a drink quickly. I'll be right back. Oh, you okay? Nice. Let's see it. So here's the picture apparently from the last Hydra class. That was between, well, among other clans, but between IPR and MAD. So I guess it wasn't even close with the merge, but though that's the... Isn't that the second MAD clan though? That's the second clan. Right? I have to double check. Pretty sure that's not the main clan though. But yeah, I would still expect, at least when I was there, when I was in there, it's not like MAD was winning against... No, it's the main one, yeah, okay, my bad. It's not like MAD was winning against IPR in Hydra CVC. Maybe kind of close-ish, but not really. Let me get the picture back up. Yeah, so like 6,300 billion and 2,200 billion. That's where we're at with this Hydra CVC. I feel it's so dumb. I hate it. I wish the PvE competition was just about reaching maximum damage threshold and then you get the maximum rewards. I think it's kind of annoying that the rewards are not only... I mean, it makes sense that they're tied to your clan, but they are tied to... Do you finish top 3 in your bracket with the clan? That's a bit too punishing mechanic, considering that those accessories are so precious and so relevant to PvP and hard to get. But... And also the issue with Hydra, of course, is that the top teams with Randa do so much more damage than everything else that... And this is nothing new, I mean everybody knows about this, but if you have one strong account with one really good Hydra team, that's gonna do more points than like other clans combined and like 100 times what like other top level clans can do if there's one of those god accounts doing like an insane Randa key. That's basically the reason why, like, I kind of got fed up with all of this stuff, because obviously, even if I wanted to, I couldn't do like trillions of damage. But to be honest, me personally, even if I had the champions to do trillions of damage, I don't want to do 10 hours of manual Hydra attempts every week to see if maybe I can do like 15 trillion instead of like 14 trillion or whatever. I don't think that's fun, but all the best for those people that are into it, but me personally, no. What's my beef with T-Swift? I mean, apart from the fact that he has done some pretty bad things in real life, which, I mean, there's like bad things and then there's like really bad things, so I'm pretty like, you know, I'm Nordic. I think that if somebody does crimes, I don't think they should be like, I don't like, for instance, I know this is gonna be very dividing, but I don't support death penalty. I think criminals should be able to give any second chances and so on, kind of depending what they do. But then there's some crimes that are pretty bad, and if you do multiple of them, I wouldn't associate with those people myself. It's not like I had any big drama with T-Swift. The only drama I've ever had with him was like years ago, before I knew about his background, was that like on his stream he lost to my defense team, my Walker defense team, couple times, and he got super mad and he was flaming me in chat. That's pretty much all of the actual drama I had with him, and it isn't that big deal. But obviously he has done some stuff that's why nobody really wants to like associate with him from like the raid content creators. But I mean, I wouldn't say I have like a massive beef with him, but obviously I don't like, I'm not like a fan of his, let's say. Well, you can, I'm not gonna talk about it, but you can search it. Like, he has done some pretty bad crimes, and I don't mean that he got like caught once shoplifting. He has done multiple times very bad crimes, let's say. Wouldn't really want to talk about it, but if you ask about it, then I'm not gonna like hide from it. So let's look at the event that we got. You can search. There's YouTube videos about it. You can search it. He did some stuff that if I say the word, I'm gonna get like demonetized on YouTube, but you can find it. Demonetized. Yeah. That's not maybe the best way to say that word, but yeah. Demonetized. So we have the double raids. Yeah, I mean, some of them are like convictions, some of them are accusations. I don't really want to get caught in the weeds of it, and I'm not really like trying to, you know, harass him or constantly talk about him. So, of course, I think some of those, like, he wasn't convicted on, but he was convicted on multiple things. So, just saying. Okay. Adrian, if you really want to know, on YouTube, search farting cows and T-Swift. He has a literal playlist about him, so that way you will find out. Anyway, so we got the double chance event for 6-star souls. I'm not really too well versed on this. I mean, we do have the events where you just have double chances to get stuff, and then we have these events. And to be fair, I mean, I know some people are gonna crucify me for like giving him any kind of break, but obviously he has done PvP, he has been competitive in PvP in raid. It's not like he's dumb about it. I mean, he knows PvP, so if you ask him for arena advice, it's not gonna be terrible advice. Let's put it that way. Just to be as fair as possible to him. He's generally not gonna give you horrible advice. You might disagree with some things, but he has been very active in PvP. But so, what do you guys think about this event? Like, I've been waiting for many months until we get the next 2x chance event for Soulstones. I don't think we have had one of those in a while. That's why I have so many Soulstones piled up at this point. Well, I would say that if you got the Mikage and you don't have insane fast pieces on her, 4-piece stone skin is pretty good build, maybe even a 6-piece stone skin if you got stone skin accessories, but just 4-piece stone skin with the artifacts is pretty good. You don't need crazy amount of accuracy on her. Speed is still the main priority. You want to have some accuracy, but she does ignore accuracy on her skills. Like the important abilities have a 20% resistance ignore, and that's actually a massive deal. Yeah, I was gonna pull my soulstones no matter what, but I haven't looked into the weeds of it. Usually there was this one guy that does math in Mad called HC Senti. I usually follow his advice, but I can't see what he wrote in the clan chat at this time, of course, but we're gonna pull. The new clan is doing well. We're kind of being a bit we're pretty much full. We got 2 slots, but I'm kind of being a little bit selective and stiff at this time. We're really waiting to... I mean, we're gonna get the PvP CVC at some point, and I'm trying to get everybody like doing plat push and focus on PvP and try to build a strong clan for it. So even if we might not be the best clan in CVC, but at this point we're gonna have pretty high requirements. Like, I'm trying to get people that push plat to join the clan. Okay, yeah, okay. Dude, Dragon Pass, I didn't even start recording yet, but okay, I'm gonna make a video about this, so let's start recording. Obviously, we're gonna have missions as well. I have not done the missions. I was clanless for a week and I'm super behind on the missions. Some of these I can like do instantly after I got through the time gates, so I can't sell all of the soul stones that I got right now. But we do have the double chance event for 5 and 6 star souls, and I guess I'm gonna pull everything and let's see what we get. How much room do I have? I wish it wasn't an issue here as well, that you have limited space for different souls that you can get, like with champions, because I don't want to sell everything. But okay, here we go. Should I open with the 5 star or with the immortal soul stones or with the mortal ones? Yeah, I know you could have gotten Marius way before. I was stuck in the... like, I was clanless for a week, and before that was the fusion, and I didn't have enough gems to like go through some of the missions, and then there was a couple missions where I was like time gated for a week, so I kind of screwed myself over there, but it's not that big deal. I'll get it pretty soon. Anyway, good luck for everybody that might pull soul stones today. It's the best chance to do it big. I mean, getting a champion from 1 star to 4 star pales in comparison to getting it from 5 to 6 star. That's really what you want to get, or not even 5 star but the 6 star, because the 300 tier 2 tokens to go from 5 to 6 is a massive deal. I mean, right now I want to get this UDK soul, but I can't buy it. Takes you 6 to 8 months to do it, and getting the tier 1 tokens isn't the issue. So if you get the right champions and make it big today, it will be good. it's kind of annoying that you can't have on your wish list champions that you do not own. I would put Marius in the wish list if I could, but can't do it. I don't really think that the Tormin on the wish list is that big deal. And I'm gonna get the UDK with the tier 2 tokens anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna put it here. I don't think I have any other champions that I really should put on the wish list. Anyway, let's see what we get today. Good luck for everybody. By the way, I already got 5-star Gala. No, 2-star Gala though. I already have 5-star Gala, so I don't really care about that, but I probably could put some other champions in the epic wishlist, to be honest. If I were smart about it. I should get something else for the Curse City. Until Curse City it really didn't matter, but at this time, actually, I'll just remove them out of the wishlist. I don't even need any epics on the wishlist. Rather have randoms than get extra galas that I don't need. I don't think you can see the chat on the video, but this is like after the Platinum Arena reset, and I'm still streaming, so I'm kind of speaking with the stream chat in case somebody's confused. And in case the people on the stream are confused, I'm making a video about this, so I'm narrating to both of them. I have pretty high level souls for both Shamal and Nia, I think, so I don't think there's really any really specific epics that I... Damn, that's a lot. We're getting a lot, and it's not even 1-star souls, but it's not 5 or 6-star either, but there's definitely some epics that I probably should have on my wish list for Curse City. I can't think of them right now, but Nia and what was the other one? Those two I already got. Shamal, yeah. Pretty much on Nukers I want to get at least 4-star soul, and any support I need to get 6-star. What is my most wanted soul? Well, since I'm buying UDK with the split souls, it definitely would be Angar. If I could get 6-star polymorph on Angar, I pretty much wouldn't use my Dutchess at all. Somebody was just asking yesterday that I used Angar way more than Dutchess in my last live arena video, but why was I even using Dutchess at all? And usually when I pick Dutchess, I just pick her for the polymorph, because polymorph is a massive deal and win condition against some of those speed teams with a lot of debuff champions like Grixia or Mikage and Armanz and so on, Galater. I think we hit the capacity. I'm gonna save the highest level souls just in case. I mean, obviously I should at this point you should awaken everything for Curse City, no matter if it's like a rare or epic. You might be able to unlock some of those red star secret rooms or whatever they're called that you might not otherwise be able to do. And then there's those annoying rooms where you really need to... Why do I have this champion at 6-star? I have no idea why I have gotten this. Maybe he has some use. I don't even recall why I leveled up that rare. I use Tormin. I kind of hate him every time that I use him. I have him at 2-star blessing though, and he's gonna get 650 defense if you get him 4-star, and then 38 crit damage at 6-star, 4-star, and then cruelty effect, which decreases the enemy defense by 4% at 6-star. It works with multi-hits and AoE hits. That will be super good on Tormin. So I'm not using him a lot, but if I had 6-star blessing, or 4-star, I would use him way more. So that's why I have him on the wish list. I kind of hope that I could get a 4-star at least. But I would rather put Marius in my wish list, but you can put champions that you don't own, and even if I'm gonna get it in a few weeks, but not yet. There's gonna be so many shards that or souls that we're gonna have to sell maybe one or two more times. But yeah, not high expectations for these shard pulls. If I will get 6-star Angar, then that would be best RNG that I could get. I didn't go for the 5-star originally on the event, because that was just before we got the guaranteed Narsus, and I didn't have the resources to do it in the first place. I would have had to like buy some energy to do the event, but if I knew what I know now, then I probably would have bought an energy pack to get the 5-star Angar, to be honest. But it's not that big deal. I'm mostly, I'm just farming the tokens and I'm gonna buy it that way. I'm not really expecting to get anything useful. The only 6-star champion that I have gotten from legendaries is what's her name? I always forget her name. It's the one that looks like Murdering. I remember her as a Murdering, but I don't recall what's her actual name. Minaya. Yeah, she's the only one that I got 6-star soul on. I got it like maybe couple months after the release of the souls, and I instantly sold it for 10 tier 2 tokens. That was way before the Curse City. But that's literally the only one that I have gotten on legendaries. So regarding Hall's Ring, I kind of talked about it on my Dark Fae video, and I made a separate video about Hall's Ring buff as well. Oh, damn, 4-star, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna use it. Not sure if it's that big deal, and I don't use Arbiter a lot, but I'll definitely take a 4-star soul. But Hall's Ring actually did get a pretty good buff. It's not live in the game yet. I don't think that's enough to make him relevant in PvP or anything like that, but he's gonna be pretty good nuker in Dark Fae. Like, he does have decreased speed on A1, he does have good multipliers and ignore defense on his other skills, and then he also does like turn meter decrease on A1 and decrease speed on is it A3, so that's pretty good for Dark Fae. But if you just have a triple Gnut and Baron, that's the best way to speed farm it. Nothing is gonna beat the Gnut damage. Oh, that's... Nah. Dude, I was like, are we gonna get 6-star Narsus? That would have been nice. Okay, but goddamn, that's 5-star blessing on Galatir. All I need to do now is get Galatir, but 5-star is pretty good. It's not the same as 6-star, but considering that you build some accuracy on him, you can get away with 5-star, and it's certainly way better than 1-star soul. Oh, I guess we're pretty much running out of them at this point. Oh yeah, I can still buy more. Forgot about that. Yeah, I mean 5-star Galatir is pretty good. Only thing I need to do now is to get the actual champion, but it's better than not having it. Dude, I would be so happy. I mean, it's kind of dumb to get happy about, like, too happy about games or too emotional. I would be so happy if Galatir was the first Primal champion that I get. That would make all the pain and suffering and complaining about champions from the past. I think it would pretty much make most of it go away. So that's how OP Galatri is. I hate the fact that we have to even worry about the management of the slots here, and I have like 5 million silver, so it's not like I really want to buy more. Oh wait, that's a 6-star, so pretty sure that's the first one we got, Zelota. I mean, I guess I'm gonna use him on Curse City. He might enable some red floors. What do you even call them? Are they secret rooms, or what are they even called? Awaken stage. Why can't they just call them the Cursed City secret rooms? Ah, 1-star Gizmak. I'll take it. Gizmak is pretty good champion. We have been talking about him a lot lately, but a lot of people are... 1-star, come on. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on Gizmak. He's really good. The only thing is that Polymorph totally screws with him, but if he doesn't get Polymorph, he is pretty much a win condition by himself. If you have a high level blessing, like if you have the 6-star burn blessing on him, it's super OP and you will pretty much kill the enemy team before they get any turns, because you're gonna do a lot of damage through Stone Skin and you're also gonna reduce their turn meter with the blessing. Damn, we actually did get 6-star soul, but getting slightly teased that we actually did get Angar and Narsus like a couple times. God damn, if it was on them, that would have been a huge deal. So annoying that you have to like go through all of these and try to find the duplicate ones, and they're making you waste your time on this management. Come on, let's see 6-star Angar. Might as well. Just give it to me this time. By the way, does the event doesn't apply to the Eternal Soulstone, yeah? It works on Immortal and Mortal, so basically all that I have, because you don't get a lot of Eternal Soulstones unless you, I don't know, buy them or win tournaments or something like that, but you don't really get them from the normal gameplay a lot. Very rarely. I'm sure I haven't even like pulled 10 of them. Maybe like 5. I also don't want to sell everything just because I need to save some of the ones that I can sell for the Marius missions. Okay, we're finally done with the Mortal Soulstones. There was so much of them that it actually was a big job to do it. So, pretty high chance to get 5 or 6 star soul here. Like 40% or almost. Surely we're gonna definitely get one legendary with 6 star. Come on. That will be my second one ever. Come on, give me Angar. Didn't we? I think we already got 5 star marksman once today. Okay, didn't even get legendaries on those, but I'll take a gold heart for sure. Not big deal, not like I need it, but I'll take a 5 star gold heart. I mean, we did get many 5 and 6 star souls, but nothing that is like a massive deal, so... I hope you guys get better luck, but I can't really complain because I definitely made a lot of progression here. Even if it wasn't like a insanely lucky 6 star Angar pull. So, did anybody else get like 6 star champions, or are you waiting for the CVC to pull them? I was talking about it in my clan, but like I said, we're not trying to do high CVC points, so we actually kind of hope that not everybody pulls them during CVC, because then we're gonna do way too much points, and we actually don't want to do that. We're just gonna get a hard enemy the next time. But this should surely unlock me some Curse City stages that I wasn't able to do before. Wait, I have 2 gold hearts. Why is it just showing that one? Oh, the other one is already 5 star. Oh yeah, I do have a whole string. I haven't leveled him up to 6 star and I'm not gonna do it. I probably should take a look... What? Did the game just crash? I should take a look at the... What happened there? I should take a look at the champions that I got... Again? I got high level souls on. And maybe rank up some random champions that I have 6 star blessing for Curse City, but as you can see, I have a lot of champions in my vault that I have not leveled up and not going to. So Racial Work I definitely should. I thought about it long time ago, but I never did. Not like I need it, but Racial Work can be pretty good on like Hydra and Dark Fae or many things. Some people even run him in Arena as a meme. Nah, I'm not gonna need third Cold Heart, it's fine. The 2 ones is definitely the most that I'm gonna use. Can you retroactively collect these for the missions, for Marius, or does it not count? Or is it just about selling them? I guess it doesn't count. I'll leave a little bit just in case I need them. Okay, I can get like 200 tier 1 tokens, damn. I can already almost get 2 champions to 4-star blessing. I'm not gonna buy them. I have never bought any souls and I don't think I'm gonna. If I'm gonna whale on something, it probably would be on primal shards, but... Wait, do you guys see the black screen or is it just on my PC? I got black screen for like a second multiple times in a row now. I don't know if it's about my my display screen or if it is something wrong with the stream. This hasn't happened before. Wait, are the cables just screwed? But yeah, that's probably the most interesting events done today, both the Classic Arena reset and the Soulstone pulls. Nothing super exciting left apart from answering any questions that you guys might have, but that's the highlights of the stream for sure. What, anniversary pack? I did see it. It was for the primals. Is that the one you're talking about? I'm not gonna buy them, but if I'm ever gonna buy anything apart from Forge Pass, maybe, it's gonna be primals. That's for sure. I'm not even buying the monthly game back, but I kind of get it from being in the content creator program. So let's say that I basically get the monthly game back, and that's pretty much all I need. I have never seen anybody use Aidlin on Live Arena. Haven't even thought about it, but depends on your champions, of course. If you're gonna have to use what you have, so maybe it's actually worth using on your account. Sometimes people are a bit too gatekeepy and elitist jerks in the raid community. I would say that I'm pretty elitist player myself too, but like, not to bring up Kala, but Kala comes back up again. But I remember when I was starting to use Kala and everybody was mocking me and saying that I'm doing it just as a meme or for attention. But sometimes people are so gatekeepy about the meta that they don't even consider other options, and maybe some alternatives can actually be pretty good. I don't think Aidlin is that, but you have to adjust it to your account, and maybe you have to use Aidlin in Arena. Don't be afraid to use Aidlin if you need to, but I don't think Aidlin really does anything important for it though. Yeah, this is not an Arena champion. But let's say that you have to use... You don't have Reviver, then put Gorgorap in your best Stone Skin gear. You have to use the champions that you have. And if you don't have like Galatir or whatever, maybe Gorgorap is the best one that you have. Gorgorap actually used to be considered one of the top champions in the game. Before we got Arbiter, which wasn't originally in the game, everybody was using Gorgorap. Gorgorap was a massive deal in PvP, and it was like every single defense team had Gorgorap, which is basically like a mini Arbiter. By the way, I definitely haven't min-maxed my... Oh, I don't even have a Xena geared right now. That's gonna be super slow if I do it. I don't have my Faction Guardian's teams min-maxed. Some of them are super fast, some of them are super slow because I don't have champions in them to do it, and I don't really think about it. Generally I can auto these even if I have half of the champions naked, but yeah, don't be like, don't look at my teams and think that this is the best that I can do. It's generally not, but Faction Wars isn't really the biggest concern for me in the game. Used to be. Faction Wars were super fun when it was released, and I was trying to min-max like the crap out of it, and most of the faction... You guys are almost probably not gonna believe it, but if somebody challenges me, I'm gonna find pictures, because if you're familiar with me, you know that I have old pictures from years ago saved, but I did most of the Faction Wars rooms with 2 to 3 champions at 6-star. There was even... I did Bannerlords with 0 6-star champions. I was super try-hard about it when it was released. I had very few 6-star champions because I didn't want to level up unnecessary ones, and I was grinding Fire Knight for PvP. But these days I have plenty of 6-star champions, and my teams are pretty unoptimized, but I literally did almost all of the factions with 2 6-star champions. I was using like poison sets and stun sets and that kind of try-hard stuff. Yes, still haven't gotten any news about the possible champion events like tomorrow, but I'm sure somewhere today we're gonna get something. By the way, Night Revenant faction of the Faction War bosses, this is the absolute worst one. I really hate the boss battle here. These used to be super hard, but nowadays I have like double Calvalax and Narsus, so it might look easy. But this boss is terrible. I hate this one. Not just this boss, but this boss and this faction is very hard to do. We definitely got Narsus in the right faction because you needed it here. Yeah, I think when Doom Tower, hopefully it's gonna be the same with Curse City, but I remember when Doom Tower and Faction Wars got released, everybody thought that they were too hard, and you definitely had to like min-max and try hard them. But nowadays, I think most people are like thinking about them pretty fondly through like rose-tinted glasses, that it was pretty fun to progress in those. But at this point, they should just let us auto-complete these Faction Wars keys without even doing the auto battles. It's kind of obsolete content and pretty much everybody can do them, so kind of waste of time if you ask me. Yeah, if you have Theodore or multiple Theodores, it's super good here. And to be fair, I have pretty good Night Revenant team too with double Galvalax and Narsus. And it's still pretty slow. I mean, some of the other Faction Wars bosses I do in like 40 seconds or whatever. And I have like unoptimized team and I'm not even tryharding it. Here I have two of the best champions for speed clearing waves, like the Galvalaxes, and then I have one of my main nukers in very good gear, and it's still pretty slow to clear up this room. Not that like, of course, in some other factions there's better boss killers that can kill it in couple turns, and Armanz may be good, but he's not like a boss killer. I mean, Narsus, not Armanz. I think I have to put some gear on Xena, otherwise I'm gonna do like 10-minute battles on the Barbarian room. It's very fast if I have Xena geared, and when she's not, it's super slow. Because of the... I'm pretty sure they have Valkyrie waves there as well. Some other slow waves. It's not Valkyrie waves, but something else. Some unkillable champions. Yeah, I basically have no nukers in this faction, apart from Xena, and she's not geared. Oh, I think I already used this set. Maybe I need to just put some random gear on Xena, it will be good enough. We don't have to run the optimizer for this and use my best stuff. Kind of sad that farming Swift Parry for years, trying to get good set on it, and it's not really relevant anymore. It barely is passable as a Faction Wars items at this point. To be honest, I had very bad luck with Swift Parry. I still don't have good Swift Parry nuke set, so it's actually kind of good for me that Swift Parry isn't the meta. like considering how much I have actually gotten Swift Parry, I have really bad pieces on it. I mean, I have way better pieces on like Lethal, and almost on Merciless I got as good build as on Swift Parry at this point. Okay, it's not fully crit capped, but this is good enough for clearing the action wars. Yeah, I don't think updating the old sets are on top of their priority list, but they did buff Hex set and whatever is that counterattack set, and a few other ones. I don't think any of the other ones made any difference, but it's not completely impossible that they might buff Deflection and Swift Parry at some point. To be fair, Deflection has never seen any kind of use, so at least Swift Parry was very popular set for a couple years, but Deflection has never been one. Deflection is that kind of set though that if there's right type of boss released in Raid, it's totally possible that Deflection set could be best in slot in some boss battle. It's actually pretty good set on Bomal, and you can cheese Bomal in Doom Tower if you have Deflection sets. I have done that in the past. I mean, almost would be funny to run Deflection set against like Galatir or something in this meta, but everybody has Polymorph and it's not 100% chance, so I don't think it's gonna work out, but I almost should look at my Deflection set and put it on somebody as a meme and try it in live arena. It could be fun. Pretty sure I should have enough Deflection to pull it off. I mean, you don't need accuracy to deflect it, so you just need to build somebody tanky. You're not gonna get the 6-piece stone skin, but you could build a champion in 4-piece stone skin and 4-piece deflection. That could be kind of funny. Maybe I need to think about it. That almost sounds like not top tier, but something that might even be useful sometimes, and it would be funny if I get a win because of deflection set. Let's check after these battles, how much do I have deflection? I mean, I definitely haven't like rolled every single deflection piece because it wasn't relevant, but surely I have some of it. I have run Vogot in deflection in the past, but Swift Parry was better even in those days. Yeah, could do it on UDK. Right now I ran the 2-piece Defiant, 6-piece Stone Skin UDK, but you could run 4-piece Stone Skin and 4-piece Deflection. Wait, Deflection is 4-piece set, right? If they did the same thing on Deflection as they did on... what is that set called? If they made it a 2-piece set like Retaliation, it would be a lot more interesting. Then you could have 6-piece stone skin and 2-piece deflection. Okay, how much do I even have of it? Let's see. I don't think I have too much because it's not like I have kept it. Okay, that's all of the retaliation that I have, but surely I have more deflection. Okay, I have some of it. Not that much, but some. Oh, I didn't check what I got today at all. Okay, so 4-piece set, 25% chance to deflect one debuff. It would be kind of funny to run it on UDK, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure it wouldn't be as good idea as to run immunity stones in UDK, but it would be kind of funny. Do I have any good tanky bottom pieces without speed, maybe? Wait, what? Okay, there it is. I was like, do I literally not have any at all? None of them have speed though. We have no speed variants, but if we want to run some... That's a pretty nice piece. If we want to run somebody fast, we don't have those options. At least not on bottom pieces. That... Well, okay, this one, maybe. Little bit. It's obviously not gonna... I'm pretty sure, I mean... There's some things that go through stone skin, so I don't see why it wouldn't like deflect, maybe burn, but can it reflect polymorph? I have to double check. I don't know. I need to ask somebody that knows, but pretty sure it should be able to deflect like Armanz polymorph. If it can do that, it will be kind of funny. But I haven't checked, and obviously I have never seen it happen because nobody runs deflection. But let's say that Armanz tries to polymorph your UDK and it has the deflection. That could be kind of funny. But as I mentioned earlier today during the Platinum push, when people were asking about the resistance build on UDK, my UDK is super tanky, and in 2-piece Defiant and 6-piece Stone Skin, if they are doing auto battle and they polymorph it with Armanz, it's gonna take like many hits for Narsus to actually kill it. And oftentimes the polymorph is just gonna heal my UDK if they are like doing it on auto and not manual. So you need to be careful with that stuff as well. Sometimes polymorphing enemy is not gonna be a good thing. And sometimes I might want to get polymorphed on my UDK. I still have one battle left to do. Oh, it works, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty like cautious and meek guy. I don't want to say something works if I don't double check, but I don't see why it wouldn't have worked, yeah. I always ask either from like Zap from HH Gaming, or then there's a guy called HE Senti in Mad, but I usually ask about those kind of interactions from either one of those two, just to be sure. By the way, one of the best things, I can't show it right now because of no keys, but one of the best things they ever did, even though it's all so small thing, but thank God we have the auto battles in Clan Boss. Now let's do that for Doom Tower, Faction Wars and other content. Why not Why not let us do this on Faction Wars and Doom Tower? I don't see how that would be an issue. Since it was okay to do it on Clan Boss, why not on the other ones? But I'll think about the deflection. Maybe I'll run 4-piece deflection on some support champions as a meme on some video. It needs to be like some kind of tanky support that like it needs to be tanky enough that you will take a lot of debuffs and he stays alive, and it can't have resistance. But actually, does resistance matter? I don't think resistance even matters. Can't you still deflect even if you... Pretty sure the deflection is not gonna take into account if you resist it or not, but I'll have to double check on that. But basically UDK out of top of my head seems the best choice for it. And I could put it on maybe Dutchess and have Dutchess in 4-piece stone skin and 4-piece deflection or something like that. Maybe since I'm already just using my Dutchess as a polymorpher, just for the blessing, maybe I will put her in deflection as well and go all the way. I mean, I guess the stone skin can be a little bit countering your own strategy that you can't be debuffed by everything at the start. But if you don't have the stone skin, then you're gonna be much less tanky, so I would probably still run it with 4-piece stone skin. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Gizmark thing. I think I'll ask from Saf after this stream if he can like tell if there's any like any weird interactions with deflection where it wouldn't work or where it would work when you don't think it should. But he will know. He's the best guy to ask. Saf is pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have time to like if thousands of people message him all the time, but way before I was making like videos, I DM'd him every now and then, and he didn't like know me, and he was always giving me very good like answers to my like weird questions about some kind of bugs or some weird interactions in PvP that most people don't know and don't care about, but he was checking it from the game code and double checking it for me, so he's super cool about that kind of stuff. Damn, doing the daily stuff on raid actually is so time consuming. Holy moly. It takes me like 2 hours or whatever to do all of this stuff. And you can easily spend 2 hours alone on that team arena if it's at the end of the week and you're actually fighting real teams and you're using like 20 battles on the day. That's easily 2 hours. By the way, there's a really good, if you're interested about the damage, I can show it to you actually, why not? Wait. I don't want to show it in the stream just in case it shows like my private information, but because I think the Excel is gonna pop up in the middle of the screen and it might like show my university ID and stuff like that, but on my Discord, on useful information channel, that I can show you, I guess. Yeah, this is not gonna pop into like something that can't show, but there's a calculator, this one, and you can literally download it from my Discord. This does many things that are not even explained here, but there's a really good damage calculator. It goes even beyond what Hellhade's optimizer does, and this does, you can do multiple other things here other than the damage calculator. But there's a calculator that takes into account masteries and passives and everything and gives you the exact damage that your champions would do. And there's also other calculators for like what's the best build for Rotos. It's not here, but there's multiple other pages here for optimizing your champions. And you can just download this spreadsheet from my Discord in case you want it, but I recommend to check it out. It's made by Stealth, who's somebody in like Mad. He's also kind of like a low spender. And a math guy, obviously. I wonder if is Authentic still streaming, or did he stop after the flat push? Oh yeah, he's still up. Nice. Yeah, I don't, at this point I don't really monitor what I get from Clan Boss and how lucky or unlucky I have been. Definitely, like, you know, been playing the game long time, so I'm sure both of them have happened, but I don't even track what I happen to loot from there. Apart from if I happen to get a really good piece of cruel gear, because I check out what stats I get, but I couldn't even tell you when was the last time that I got a sacred or what has been my loot in the past week. Not like it matters that much, since at this point you really would want to get primals from clan boss. Maybe we can get like super ultra mega nightmare clan boss at some point where you can get primals, but we kind of need that at this point. Not getting enough primals. Oh, come on. I mean, I get that we just had the platinum reset and everybody hasn't woken up yet and put on one-man defenses up, but it's so annoying to do like 5-minute battles and then you need to do like 20 of these on the same day. And this is while doing full auto. Imagine if you have to do this manually, it's gonna be even slower. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do the last 7 battles later when I can find one-man defenses and not right now. But I definitely this time I'm not gonna forget to put my defense up and I'll actually get back up. I think I'm pretty much done for today. If anybody has any questions about like account help or anything like that, I can definitely help with that, but if nobody has nothing, then I'm probably gonna stop the stream soon because running out of stuff to do. I don't think it's gonna be super interesting to watch me do like 6-minute Sand Devil battles, and I'm just gonna do other stuff. Of course, if you have more private questions about like defense teams and that kind of stuff, I'm gonna obviously answer DMs as well, so you can message me in Discord too. I got the 5-star Galatir, so I can show you what I got. Nothing like spectacular, but I did get 4-star Arbiter Soul. I don't think I really need it or gonna use it a lot, but it's pretty good. And then the 5-star Galatir. But the Galatir Soul is kind of, you know, I need to pull Galatir for actually it to be useful. Did you get something, Blades of Fate? I mean, I had pretty low expectations. I was not really considering getting anything apart from just the tokens that I can buy stuff from the Split Soul shop, but I actually got something useful, so I can't complain about it, but nothing like earth-shattering that we got 6-star Narsus or something. I feel like my defense was pretty good. Maybe if I did shorter push, maybe I'll do that next week. But I totally think that in the right timing and when the stars align, I really think that we can get top 20 with this defense team. Definitely top 50, but top 20 I think is it's not out of the realm of possibilities, even if it needs very right timing and good RNG. But in the end, like, I got attacked many times. Let's say that I think many of those battles were not 100% guaranteed win for the enemies. If I got a couple more wins at the end instead of losses, like let's say I literally just got 2 more wins instead of 2 losses, that's like a 40-point difference, and that would be like literally like top 20 from like top 100, or maybe not quite like that, but something around those lines, so it would actually make a huge deal. To be honest, from top 100 to top 20 might be like 40 points. Not gonna be too far off. Wait, what was I trying to... Oh yeah, I need to show the blessings. I guess I'm already mostly used them. I mean, we got a bunch of like high level, epic and rare blessings. Not that those matters, but maybe I can do some Curse City floors that I otherwise wasn't able to attack, but... Oh, that I can sell. I'll sell it later. But I got the Galatir. What do you even get from... on Arbiter? I guess temporal change... Yeah, you actually don't get too much out of it. I mean, I will need to get 5-star or 6-star for it to be a really big deal, but it's basically like 1-star, 3-star, and 4-star doesn't give any additional benefit, but it's something at least. Do I want it to be more than once a week? I don't really know. I mean, I think if it was multiple times a week, people... Would I do it every time? Don't think so. It kind of depends, but for me, maybe once a week is good. I don't think we need it any more than that. I'm already doing a lot of live arena, so it would be too much otherwise. I think it makes it more like competitive and important if it's just once per week or once per month. But I don't know what other people would think about it. Wait, so Dragon Boss, were you pushing for Platinum? What rank did you get? I think you might have said it. Oh nice, 6-star Mikage, that's really good. Yeah, same. I got plenty of mythical books and mythical souls, but the actual champions are still not there. Yeah, I guess it's the same for you and me both, that 2 years ago was the best time to push, and now it's pretty hard to, like, you really need specific champions that were not free ones to actually compete. And you could get pretty far with like Mitrala and Rotos and like free stuff back in the day. Of course, like it was still good to have some of pools like Sifi, Lockout, Necret, so on, but you had more opportunity to do it with epics and free champions than nowadays, especially in the defense, because you can farm offense pretty well with that kind of stuff right now, with Armanz and whatever nuker, even if it's not like Narsus, but you could just run any nuker with Armanz and it will be pretty good. But if you don't have a strong defense team with Galatir and other scary stuff, everybody's gonna farm you, it's gonna be super easy. And there's a massive difference between having like a defense team with, I don't know, Grixia, Maritska and Galatir and Taras, and having some random team with like Dutchess and whoever. Even Dutchess sucks, so not even Dutchess, but something better than Dutchess, it's not good enough. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call today's stream here. I'll make probably a video today or tomorrow about the defense team, so I kind of talked about it a lot on the stream, but if you want to try the Wukong defense team with UDK, I'll go more into detail about it on a video. But yeah, that's it. Good luck with the chart pulls and CVC and whatever. I'm out. See ya.